And we'll have a nop free up here, which is a void star nop free void star mad cringe. I wonder if we can just do unsigned char. Yeah, and return null, I guess. What does it return? Oh, it returns void. Yeah, just return. Okay. How much did we mess up? So we don't have a res, which is is it just int? I can't remember. Streams, steamed hams, please. I don't know if I was done. Right, because I want this. This. And this needs to be AVFrame buff 0. Data or something. Yeah, data. It's extended buff. I see. I see. Unspecified, that sounds good. God, I don't want to do any of this stuff. Yeah, let's just say we don't need to. 1. That's how long it is. It is 1 long. Good luck. And this should be data. I think it should be data. Cannot assign to variable VO with const qualifier. Fair. Problem solved. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Everything's got to be pointers. Fair enough. Omitting the parameter name is not allowed. Buff, I think. Context, something like that. All right, let's get ready for the crash. All right, we're going temp.mkv. Hit me with it. There it is. Not a single packet. I swear to God, if this isn't a fucking mutex or in the Radeon driver, I'm gonna be unhappy. What? You crashed when trying to read input? We'll also, no, that's in the frame free, yeah. But sending this to the codec, I don't think that's the problem. I don't think the free is the problem. Okay, now it's frozen up, core dumped. How am I meant to interpret this? Let's, duration 0, time base 0, 1. I don't think that's the time base I'm using. Data. PTS, very negative. I mean, this doesn't look like SIO read is the problem. We'll keep that. Let's get rid of this. So my audio got taken out, and you may see me on the screen now just setting it back up. But there were massive problems with this recording, and it's not clear why. It was very robotic and echoey, or kind of like it was missing a lot of samples, and at some point just cut out by itself. Not as what usually happens with me crashing the program and probably taking down ffmpeg with me, but just while I was searching for something in Firefox, the audio just cut out completely, and it took me a while to notice that. So instead, I'm just going to comment over the top of it. So here I'm very impressed to see the Radeon SI Dry crash again, because it tells me absolutely no information at all. I don't know what to do with that and why it happens. So I'm very thrilled to see the return of that one. And then every time it happens, I come back to here because it really feels like it has to happen here. Like, it feels like it's an interaction between, well, it's an interaction with the GPU, and the main place where that happens, other than obviously everything on the screen is an interaction with the GPU, but the main place where that happens more directly is here in this draw texture function, which goes through OpenGL, whereas X does not. Like the X11 stuff does not. Does not go through OpenGL, that is. At least I believe it doesn't. I don't think the drivers that are used by X to render to the screen, I don't think the drivers that I'm using go through OpenGL. I'm pretty sure that's correct. But that's something I could check. And here's the DL bind crash, which also doesn't tell me anything at all. It's not clear why this happens and what is triggering it. So again, I'm thrilled to see this. So my program crashes and I basically have no information about why. Now the classic debugging technique, just turn stuff on and off until you see a difference. A crash here in registered devices is quite unusual because this should be happening significantly before any of the code that we wrote around sending frames. If we go back, yep, you can see here frame 1 in the debugger is in main, and AVFrame registered devices, like this stuff should, as I said, be happening way before any of the code we're writing right now. So it's not clear at all why it would crash there. Okay, we add a little bit more code back in, and now it crashes. So it definitely seems like the send frame is causing us problems. And we have no idea why, because the debugger does not tell us. One day I would love to get to the bottom of why this thread sys vutex crash is happening in the Radeon SI driver. But today, or the 25th of July, was not that day. Alright, here I'm just going to try running the program in a debugger. I'm going to set the breakpoints myself that I want it to stop at, and I'm just going to run it in a debugger. Thread sys nano sleep. That seems strange. I don't think I was expecting that. End drawing. I definitely wasn't expecting that. Again, this is a, well, in this case, it's not strictly a seg fault. It's a sig trap. This is certainly not helpful to my debugging efforts. There's a couple of reasons a sig trap could be happening, but when we resume, we straight up just get a sig fault. So one of the reasons it could have been happening was because the debugger is capturing, particularly because it was trapping in sys nanosleep, potentially it was setting a trap to handle being woken up, and the debugger was capturing that instead of letting the program handle it. Though it's, I mean, when you hijack a program's control flow, all bets are kind of off the table, or it's not, you can't make solid predictions about what will happen when you hijack control flow, like if the debugger captured the sig trap instead of the program.